How do you eat in moderation? You know, as sports people, we've all been told at some point in our lives that we need to eat in moderation in order to keep ourselves physically fit and healthy. However, rarely are we told how to do it or what moderation even means. But what we do know is that if we overeat, we will put on weight, and thereby we likely limit our potential in our sport. Having been overweight during my teenage years, here I can speak from personal experience. During said time in my life, I really struggled to get on sports teams and compete because my mobility was limited by all the excess weight that I was carrying around. It was awful, and I want for you to never have to go through that yourself. So, how can you ensure that you avoid this happening to you and instead strive towards your physical potential by knowing how to eat in moderation? Here are my 3 steps. Step 1. Know what you need. The first step to being able to eat in moderation is to know your nutritional needs. Knowing what you need is half the battle, as by becoming aware of these, you can then determine whether or not you are overeating. It's not enough to rely on the averages because nutritional needs vary from person to person, and therefore, if your targets aren't aligned with your needs, you are going to struggle. Therefore, it's really important that you work out your own personal needs and thereby what moderation means to you. Step 2. Identify where you overeat. Once you know what your nutritional needs are, step 2 in the process is to identify where you are overeating. Are you habitually eating more than you need? Or are there certain occasions when you overeat? By identifying where you overeat, you now know the root cause of the problem. And when you know the root cause of the problem, you now know what you need to change. Step 3. Come up with a plan. The final step in this process is for you to come up with a plan. That means, how are you going to ensure that what you eat is in line with what you need? Does that mean a change to your staple diet? Or does that mean taking mitigatory steps on those certain problematic occasions? Eating in moderation is tough. I know this because there are still occasions where I find myself overeating. However, with a plan, you make it all the more easier for yourself. Because by making a plan, you no longer have to make the right decisions under pressure in the moment. Instead, you've already made them in advance. And if you need help implementing these steps and making said plan, get your hands on my 5-step guide to perfect your diet. To do so, just click on the link in the description. It will walk you through how to do it, no problem. Otherwise, if you're looking to take your sporting performance to the next level, click here to subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss any of my future videos. And click here for another video on sporting excellence strategy. I'll see you in the next video.